You got to understand what you're cooking. Some of y'all want a gourmet meal, but you only give it hot dog effort. You don't even know what you're cooking right now. How you want a 5-star meal, but you only giving nachos effort right now? You don't know what you're cooking. Your adversity got to find out what you're cooking with, what you're working with. So when the kitchen get hot, you know why it's getting hot. So you can stay in the kitchen sweating it all, you ain't going to fold because you know what you're cooking. Understand why you're going through adversity. It's different phases of life right now.
Welcome to another edition of His Healthy Habits. This is Mr. Triple H himself. And today we're back for another Manifestation Monday with the Mr. Anthony Qualls, the inspirational, informational, and motivational speaker. Today, we're talking about the subject, adversity. What's going on, man?
What's going on, Reggie?
Let's get it. Let's go.
Hey, let's get it, man. Let's get straight into it. Adversity. One thing about adversity is people got to realize adversity is a one word that would bring so much impact to your life. And the thing about adversity is it's how it builds character. It's how it builds you as a person. And it's solely all about self-development within the mind. So when you face adversity, it's all about your reaction to it. Either you're going to go through it or you're going to go around it. That decision is solely up to you. Adversity is the main thing that's going to help us and allow us to become a stronger and better person. You can take a moment right now and think about all the downfalls and anything that you face in your life that created adversity. Adversity can be physical or mental, right? Adversity can be that you got injured. And numerous of times you can get an athlete that injured themselves and they face adversity or tore ACL, a messed up ligament, a broken bone. That is adversity. And two things that come to a light when you go through adversity are either you're going to go through it or go around it. So when an athlete, for the example that we were using, when an athlete does get injured, prime example, we got DeMar that got injured on the football field. That's adversity right now. His heart went in cardiac arrest. So right now he have an option to either go through what he's going through right now or go around it. And 9 out of 10, he gonna go through what he's going through. So he got better, but now he gotta go through rehab, and now he gotta go through getting better, going through recovery to get back on the field. A lot of times when the average person go through adversity, the first thing that comes to their mind is, this is not for me. I need to switch it up. I need to do something else. This is too hard. Then they start listing the people that never got through adversity that made them quit doing what they're doing. Why would I take advice from somebody that can't even get through their own problems? They can't even fight their own adversity. So I'm not about to sit right here and take advice from somebody that can't even fight their own battles. So what I'm gonna do is, with any other person that want to achieve greatness, you gotta find a way to win adversity. So even with DeMar, the main thing he got to do is get back on field. His adversity is overcoming his injury. The situation that he in right now, we all got adversities, but only a few people know how to get through it. Everything you're going through in your life is part of your adversity. Adversity, we can't shy. We can't want success, but don't look at adversity. This is like flipping a coin and hoping it lands on heads every time. No, sometimes it's going to land on tails. You got to keep on flipping it until it gets on the point you want to land on. Adversity is so crucial because it builds the person that you want to be. Adversity can start as a child. You could have lost a parent as a child. Growing up in the hood is adversity. Listen, when you grow up in the hood, you see a lot of adversity. You can see people get hooked on crack. You can see prostitution. Let's get real. Like, you can see people dropping out of school. You can grow up in a single parent household or no parent in your household, growing up with your grandma, barely having food, not having clothes on your back, gotta wear the same clothes every day. Like, adversity does get nitty gritty. It gets real. Growing up in the hood is the hardest adversity that a young person can really go through because they don't have a lot of positive influence in their life. So if you can sit right here and be like, I know my environment, I know my circumstance right now, but I know where I want to be, and you overcome that segment of adversity, there's no telling where you can really go. All it really did is make you better and stronger. Don't you know anything you face in your life right now is going to better you for the future that's set to come? But if you stop right now and don't look at the near future, you're going to give up because you can't see the better that's already in you. You want to seek better for everybody else. You want somebody to tell you that what you're going through right now is going to get better. You want to hear that every day. If I gotta tell my friend every single day that what they going through is going to get better, then they don't believe that's going to get better for themselves because they not telling themselves the same statement that they hear from me. Why I gotta tell you that your life is gonna be the most best thing that's happened to you if you don't believe it? I'm wasting my time and my breath. Adversity, it teach you that if you go through the hard times right now, everything in the future is gonna get better. You can't want you can't sit right here and want success and not think that, oh, it's gonna be some hard things that's come with it. Anything you want out of life, there are some failures that's gonna come with it. That's with anything. Being successful requires adversity. Becoming a millionaire requires adversity. Having a family requires adversity. Getting married requires adversity. Getting through college requires adversity. Being a top athlete requires adversity. Raising a child requires adversity. If you don't combat adversity, and then when it hits you and it knock you in the face, what's gonna happen is you're gonna get knocked out, fall on the ground, and wonder why you can't get back up. You gotta prepare for adversity. Look at it as like, you know what? If I want to get to 1, 2, and 3, I know that it's gonna be some loopholes between 1, 2, and 3, but I'm prepared for it. If we start preparing our mind for adversity, when it comes, we ain't gonna be so holy shot. We ain't gonna be like, oh, I didn't expect this. No, it's part of the game. Adversity will make you stronger. In order for me to get bigger and stronger or get more leaner or look more better, I gotta keep going to the gym. The adversity is showing up to the gym every day. When I was on my weight loss journey, my adversity was me finding a way to show up in the gym and find the motivation every day. Being consistent was part of my adversity. I had to find a way to be consistent when I did not want to show up. Making my body work out and put it through that kind of stress throughout a workout was adversity when I don't feel like doing it at all. When I'm doing it 4 days out the week, on that 5th day, I feel mentally drained. I had to find that adversity. And the one thing what was so rewarding was I did not give up on myself because I fought through adversity and losing weight found a way to change my life. But what if I stopped when stuff was getting tough? Imagine that you stopped because you had a tough 3 days and you feel like, you know what, I'm going to change lanes. And you will never achieve the accomplishment that you was aiming for. Like literally, if I would have stopped going to the gym because COVID was going on at that time, or because I was having I was falling mental depression, or I was having a hard time at the jobs I was at, or I felt like nobody was believing in me, or I didn't have a ride to the gym at times, or I just felt like, no, if I had issues with paying for a gym membership at times, like what if I really would, like the main thing I'm trying to say is, what if the main goal that I was working towards, what if I stopped trying to achieve it because I was facing several adversities? I would never have the personal growth that I got today. The first thing that came up was I would have went back to old habits and would have been the same person I was years ago. And have these same conversations that I'm having in 2023. If I didn't change the person in 2020, I would be dealing with the same person in 2023, have the same conversations. But yet my goal is to elevate. But yet I backtrack because I face some adversity. Adversity gonna slap you mean in the face, knock you on the ground, and how you react to it is solely up to you. If you only looking at sunshine and rainbows on the gold, adversity gonna let you know it's some dark times that come with it. It's some very, very dark times. It's deep. It's some times it's gonna really make you think, do you really want to keep on going for what you're aiming at? It's gonna make you reconsider. Do you really want to keep on chasing that bag that you say that you want? When people start coming in your ear and that turning back start looking so sweet, can you keep on going through adversity? Yeah, it's hard. It's tough. But adversity is going to help you become a better person than who you are right now. It's going to make you so much stronger. Every time I go into the gym to lift weights, it was part of my adversity, but it kept making me stronger. Once I got surpassed the first 30 pounds, then I lost 50 pounds, then I lost 75 pounds. Every set of pounds I was losing, it made me more mentally stronger. So I wasn't shying away. When stuff was getting hard, I was embracing adversity because it made me so much successful in my weight loss journey. Not only from weight loss, it made me more successful how way I was carrying myself. The way I moved was different. My confidence was different. The way I was talking to people was different. Because it started making me feel like I was better than what I was at the starting point. The way I was moving, it became different because I started believing more in myself. Don't you know the more you believe in yourself, the more you can walk out with your chest out? It's hard for people to tell you to not do something when you believe so much into yourself. It's hard to feed into criticism when you know that adversity, when you just overcame adversity, that's supposed to knock you down. It's hard for somebody to tell you, nah, you are not going to be successful. You're not going to do this because nobody I know did this. When you just overcame something that's supposed to kill you. It's hard for somebody to tell you that you can't be great when you just overcame adversity. Yeah, you can walk around chip on your shoulder. You just overcame something that a lot of people can't even do. Imagine if adversity was the root of you stopping and giving up. What poorly of a conversation that you can have with people like, man, yeah, I couldn't achieve this, man. It got hard. I was getting tired, so I just stopped. That speaks so much on your character. They let me know, bro, you ain't even feel no pain. I don't want to talk to you. Why don't I talk to somebody that ain't even feel no pain? We can't even relate right now. We not even the same category. I can't take advice from you if you ain't feel no pain, because you can't understand my pain. You won't understand why I do what I do. You understand why I got to stay up all day to make sure that every goal I got is checked off. We not in the same lane no more, brother. You're not going to be able to feel my pain. You don't understand my energy. You're not going to understand why when I walk in the room, I got to let my light shine. You're not going to understand why that I got to go to so many different events to network with people to make sure that my life is elevated. You're not going to feel my pain, bruh. Every adversity I went through was brought pain, but every time I overcame that pain, it made me better. When I lost my daddy at 13 years old, that was adversity. I had so many other obstacles to go. I had a homeboy that was trying to get me to become a Crip. That was adversity. But by the goodness of God, he put good men in my life. So I had a path to choose. The way I came over my adversity by choosing the path that's going to better me as a young man. Could have easily went down the wrong path. I lost my daddy 4 days before my 14th birthday. Could have easily be like, you know what? The statistic is when a man in the black household, the young man gonna be in gangs, gonna be fighting, gonna end up in jail. No. I knew at that point, given the time, that I had to face adversity for what it was. Did I think about doing certain things? Of course. It was all around me. I had a homeboy that was in gangs. I'm seeing they uncles in gangs and, making that drug money and looked it so sweet. But also, I seen some good men that was going to church look even better. So God blessed me with good men in my life. It wasn't given, it was a choice that I seen, and blessed enough I made the right decision. I didn't want to give in to adversity. I didn't want to give adversity the chance to say, I defeat you, my brother. I won this time. No, I'm going to win. If I want to be a certain point in my life, I know adversity is going to come. But I'm going to take it head on. I don't want to quit. I don't want to give nobody the benefit to say that I told you so. So now, no, not fast forward. Even now, like when I lost my car, I faced a different bracket of adversity. People telling me that I might need to change what I'm doing. I convert back to the story many times because it's the reason why it developed me as a person. I just found a way to get through adversity. I can remember when I was in college. You know, luckily it took me 5 years to get my degree. But within those 5 years, it was different adversity. The first adversity as a young man going to college on a college campus is women. You went from to a certain group of girls till you go in college, you see a lot of women. The adversity is, can you stay disciplined or while you in school? That's point blank period. Then when we go into college, you got the parties. You got the drinking. Now you're seeing people smoking. Then you see people doing all other kind of stuff. That's adversity. Because you can easily find yourself doing things that you never done before and get hooked on something that you never had before. That's adversity. The main thing that kept me on track is I had to realize why I was there. I remember my last year in school. I had no financial aid. My mom had to come out the bread out of her own pocket. It was the last bit of money that she had. For me to finish school for that for both semesters was little bit over $3,000, and that was all she had. So what I did was my adversity is that when I went to that I went to PV. It was a Anderson Hall. It was one of them buildings. You had to go down there and pay and make sure your financial aid, because you don't get financial aid. Them teachers at PV gonna let you know you need to get out that class. So I'm gonna let you know who up at PV. But anyway, when I was down there, I remember when I paid to make sure I could finish school my senior year in college, I kept that receipt. I put that receipt in my backpack. So anytime I feel like studying, I look at that receipt. Anytime I was in class, I start dozing off, I pull out that receipt. Anytime I got distracted, I pull out that receipt. Cause I looked at that receipt and I realized this last bit of money my mama had, she spent it on me because she believed in me. So why would I let her down? My adversity was not letting my mama down. The last bit of money she had in her account and she spent it on me. That's why I was like, you know what? I'm going to finish this year the best way I can. So I found ways to overcome adversity. People got self-doubt. That's adversity. Every day you doubting yourself. Even you telling yourself, I'm going to have a good day today. The back of your mind, you be like, you know something going to happen. You know, you go to work, Betty going to be looking at you, telling you, give you the stank eye. You got the boss going to tell her, no. If you gonna believe you're gonna have a good day, just believe that and leave it alone. That's adversity. Adversity is your own self. You get in your own way every day. Your negative self is stopping you from being positive. And you blame everybody else on why you negative, and really you the reason why you your own negativity. It's just easy to point the finger to everybody else. The crazy thing is, you can look right here and say how everybody else's breath stink, but your nose is on top of your own mouth, you can't realize your own breath stink. That's what negativity is. And adversity is realizing your self-awareness and realize what you got to work on to get better. Yeah, going through adversity is tough. You can get little bumps and bruises. You can get a little scrapes here and there. You might bleed. You might cry a little bit. You might go through some pain. But why give up when you're already going through these things? If you're already at the bottom, why would I give up? I'm already at the bottom. I know what the bottom feel like already. It's not pretty at all. It hurt. You can't do certain things. You can't move a certain way. Some days you gotta look a certain way. So if I know if I can sit right here and be like, man, if I can make it to the top, my life can pivot like this. Why would I not want to make it to the top? Adversity could be you going home, writing down the plan, and figure out how you execute that plan. Adversity could be you not playing it safe all the time and you just going out there and going doing it. Adversity could be you leaving limited expectations back in 2022. Adversity could be you not letting your friends, your family put their own limited expectations on you. Well, you got to find out what that adversity is, or you got to face that adversity head strong and be like, you know what? I'm not going to fold because I got this in front of me. Bring it on. Adversity is not sweet. It's not all goody two-shoe. And changing and achieving the things you want out of life is not all not sunshine and rainbows. It gets ugly and it gets real. But the average and the people that want to be above average knows how to get through adversity. And you can find out somebody that's average. When they tell you they did something, be like, man, I did this, it didn't work out for me. So I stopped doing it. Brother, sister, you didn't get through adversity. When they got hard, or you have to go back and figure out how to make that dream work, and it started looking a little too tiring for you, you just gave up. Point blank, period. The reason why I give up on fitness, because I realized what belief in myself can really do for me. When stuff got hard, or money got low, or opportunity wasn't coming to light, I just kept on going. Because I'm like, if losing weight can help me lower my blood pressure, or get rid of my blood pressure, or losing weight allow me to feel better about myself, what if I could apply that same mentality and chase a dream or chase any other goal for myself? Now it's just hard for me to give up. They're like, dang, bro, you just all about fitness, yeah. Because I spend my time and energy to learn about it and achieve something that a lot of people can't do. So you're right, I am all about it. I'm not scared to say that. I'd rather be all about something that can change life than be all about something that can ruin a life. I choose my poison wisely. So I don't mind getting talked about and saying, all he do is just post about fitness. You right. Because when I look on your page, all you do post about stuff that I don't know what you're doing. So I'd rather post about something consistently so you know what I'm about. So you go on my page, you can find out, oh yeah, they work out, he did this today. Oh, this nutrition fact, he did, yeah. Because I consistently post about something I'm passionate about. I'm not confusing nobody. I got through adversity to realize what I need to do in my life. I got through adversity to realize what my purpose is in life. Adversity allowed me to find my passion. So when the heat in the kitchen got hot, I can stay in the kitchen because I know why I'm in there. I know what I need to wait for the food to get done. I ain't tripping for it to be hot. I don't mind sweating. I know what I'm cooking. I'm not tripping on it may take an hour or 2 hours for the food to get done. I know what I'm cooking. But if somebody know what they cooking, they'll cut the oven off and let that food get cold because they ain't know they was cooking in the beginning. Now they going out to eat. Now they got to go different food spots to get full because they didn't even know what they was cooking in the beginning. I know what I'm cooking, so I'm going to wait and I'm going to be patient enough for that food to get done because when they get done, it's going to be good and sweet because I know the time it took me to prep it. I know the time it took me to cook it, and I know the time for it take me for it to cool down, so when I take the first bite, I know why it's worth for me to wait. You can't even wait for the food to get done. You want to put a pot roast in the microwave and wonder why it don't taste the same. It supposed to be in the oven. You supposed to wait. You supposed to prep a little better. Some of y'all don't even know what you cooking right now. You in the kitchen don't even know what you cooking. You putting fish seasoning on some chicken right now, and that's not even supposed to be the main ingredient. You don't know what you cooking. You got to understand what you're cooking. Some of y'all want a gourmet meal, but you only give it hot dog effort. You don't even know what you're cooking right now. How you want a 5-star meal, but you only giving nachos effort right now? You don't know what you're cooking. Your adversity got to find out what you're cooking with, what you're working with. So when the kitchen get hot, you know why it's getting hot. So you can stay in the kitchen sweating it all, you ain't going to fold because you know what you're cooking. Understand why you're going through adversity. It's different phases of life right now. I'm not going to tell somebody, yeah, this show you to be a millionaire when it's not even your season. When this year could be a year of learning. When this year could be a year of trial and error. When this year might be a year of hardships. So I don't want to geek nobody up and tell them, yeah, this the year that you should be at X, Y, and Z. Then I'm over-promising somebody. This year, you might be learning right now. You might need to learn yourself this year. You might need to reevaluate yourself. You might need to take time to build a better relationship with God this year. You might need to take time to spend more time with your family this year. This is what the year might be. Everybody said this is my year. It might be the people year around you to help them better. It might be your community year. It might be your family year. It's not just about you all the time. The adversity realizes that it's not all about you. You like, man, I've been doing this for 10 years. I ain't getting nowhere. You might need a team. You might suck with just doing stuff by yourself, to be honest. If you've been doing stuff for X amount of time, you ain't got nowhere, you might want to join somebody else. You might need a team. Adversity, realizing that you can't do everything by yourself. Adversity, realizing every day you might go to the job and get talked about. So what? Because imagine if you start being successful and you reach a high level of your life, you're going to get talked about more. Because what you got through, people can't get through. So the best thing they can do is talk about how you got through it. So why do you give up on yourself? Adversity is so rewarding when you get through what you need to get through to get to where you need to go. So I never look at adversity and be like, man, this again. I'm like, no, bring it on. Because I'm ready for what's in store for me. If I'm praying God to bless me, I know there might be some trial and error in between that. So I'm asking God to give me the strength to make it by. I'm not telling him make it easy for me. I would ask him to give me the strength to keep on going. That's all I need, the strength. I'm not saying to make it, just please God, just make it a little bit easy so I can get by. God, just reduce the harsh. I'm like, God, I want to be great, and I'm asking you to give me the strength to whatever it takes for me to get to the next level that I can achieve it, regardless of how hard it get. That's what I'm asking him for. I just need the strength, that's all. Because once I got the strength, I'm unstoppable. Once I got the strength, you can't tell me that I can't do something. Adversity is somebody say you can't do something, you going back tell them 10 ways it can get done, period. That's adversity. So can you overcome adversity? Can you look yourself in the face and be like, you know what? I overcame everything that take me to be the better person I could be, so I'm not tripping on anything else. I'm not tripping on somebody telling me I can't be the best person in what I'm doing. I'm going to be the best speaker. Point blank period. I know. I'm going to continue to help people lose as much weight they want or change as many lives as I can. I know. I don't need nobody to tell me that. I know I'm going to be the best at what I do. Because I'm putting amount of energy and time to do it. I'm not going to be hooked on myself because what I'm doing is not about me. It's about how many people in life I can affect in the most positive way possible. It's about the people that's going through so much hardship right now that if I can speak life into them and let them know that don't give up is so crucial because they can achieve the better person they can be. It's about me reaching to that little girl right now that's getting picked on at school that's thinking about killing themselves. It's about me reaching out to that little boy right now that's getting picked on at school, that's getting bullied and thinking about hurting themselves. That's what I'm speaking life into. Let them know if you're in your life right now, baby girl, you might not see what God got in store for you. If it's that little boy there right now that might feel like there's nothing else left in him, I want to let him know, like, man, if you can just continue to keep on going what you have right now, you can be the best person you can be in your life. You can reach whatever you want to achieve. It's the people, the single parents. It's the people that's going to the gym right now that's trying to lose weight, that never done something like this before, and it's getting hard for them. I want to let them know, like, just don't give up. I seen what not giving up done for me. I see what I see what going through beating adversity did for me. So I want to be the same person that can speak that life into you. All you got to do is keep on going. I'm not going to tell you that it's all sweet and sunshine and rainbows. I'm not going to tell you that everything going to be glitter and gold. But what I am going to tell you, if you can sit right and go through these hard times, something promising is going to happen at the end. You don't got to see the promise, just believe in it. The result don't have to be seen, it's got to be believed in. So you can sit right here and take adversity head on and understand that if I sit right here and don't quit on myself and go through adversity, I can reach what life that God wants me to achieve. Because God gave you what you need. He gave you the tools, but he can't make you use it. He gave you the tools to build a house, but he can't make you build a house. We pray, some of y'all pray for God to give you the resources and make you do the resource. Like, if you asking for a blessing, you want the blessing to be boxed up, wrapped to you, and give to you. And then you want him to do the extra work to prepare it and make everything else happen. No, he gave you what you need. You got to get off your butt and make it happen. So when you feel dog tired, realize what you're doing it for. If you feel like you can't go no more, on days you just feel like not for you, understand why you doing it. Because some things are bigger than you. Some things need you, and it needs your attention, and it needs you to realize adversity is only part of the game. So don't stop achieving what you need to achieve out of life because you got a couple of no's and adversity came in your way and it make you feel like you can't do it. Oh well, so what? It's part of what you need to do to be better. So the best advice that anybody can give is when you face adversity and you are facing hard times and you facing difficulties, the first thing I say is pray. The second thing is believe that you can get through it. And the third thing is believe that there's a reward at the end of the adversity. So don't give up. Continue to believe in yourself. Be superior. And you already know what it is. Mr. There it go. Let's get it, baby. Let's go.